Hello, everyone. This is Rob. I just wanted to make a quick video to tell you in person that the second edition of my book, God's Purpose for Hell, a compelling probe of God's love for the lost, is now available on Amazon.com. You can get it in the paperback if you prefer, and I also made it in the Kindle format for a very nominal price. One of the reasons I wanted to make this video is that so I could explain what made me decide to go through all the trouble of making a second edition. When I did my research on the first edition, I really felt like I was thorough with my research, but I was so excited about what I had learned, I wanted to get the information out to all of you. That's why I made two videos in the series and on the book. On the opposite end of the spectrum, I really got beat up by some people who said it was heresy and strongly rebuked me for what I discovered. But for me, this wasn't the first time I got that label. As most of you know, I was raised in a cult, and when I did my research and left the cult, I was shunned by my family. I want you to know that my parents actually died thinking I was an apostate. That's about as terrible as it gets. But I took to heart the passage that they taught me when I was a child that was 1 Thessalonians 5:21 that says, "Make sure of all things, hold fast what is good." I was very thorough and had every confidence that my research on that cult was actually true. I had no doubt about it. When I did my research for the second edition of God's Purpose for Hell, I found that it was very valuable to me. I wanted to see if there was any basis for the powerful criticism I received from brothers and sisters in Christ, to whom also I believe to be my friends. You see, the problem is that when most people learn things, they close their minds to anything new. This passage that I quoted above is irrelevant to them. Make sure of all things, hold fast to what is good. They think, why should I look into these matters? Because of the blood of Christ, I'm saved. And I think that is just wrong on so many levels. Because once you close your mind to everything, you cease to grow, and in that you miss out on some really great blessings. As you probably know, the Bible promises rewards for those who diligently seek the truth in these matters. All of this is explained in one of the later chapters in the book. I also believe that if you really love Jesus and you really want to please him, you will absolutely want to dig out all the truth on these matters. If you sincerely come to a different conclusion on the matter after digging it out, I believe you will still get a reward because you have done it out of the love of God. But remember, you can con me if you want to, but you can't con God. He reads hearts. If there is one big thing that I have learned on the research on this book, it is that the love of God is absolutely inescapable. Remember in the parable of the lost sheep, Jesus gave the illustration, and he said, what do you think? If a man has 100 sheep and one of them has gone astray, does he not leave the 99 on the mountains and go in search of the one that went astray? And if he finds it, truly I say to you, he rejoices more over it than over the 99 that went astray. And then Jesus finishes with this very powerful statement. So it is not the will of my Father who is heaven that one of these little ones should perish. What about the will of the Father? Do you think it's possible for God's will to be thwarted? These are some of the things that I've discussed in my book. I really think it's exciting to study about the love of God, and that was the reason I put together the information in this book of over 300 pages. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and God bless.